Hey YouTube, Estacado 5000 here. What's up? Here's another retro deck profile from the 2012 YCS Providence Championship Series. This is Chaos Dragons. This is what won second place at the tournament. So here we go. We got free light pulsar dragons. So basically what this one does is you can special summon this monster from your hand by banishing one light and one dark monster from your graveyard. You can special summon this card from your graveyard by sending one light and one dark monster from your hand to the graveyard. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one level 5 or higher dragon type monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. So basically what this card does is when this goes to the graveyard, from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon like a level 5 or higher dragon type monster like Dark Fire Dragon or Red Eyes Darkness Metal. So you got a lot of options. It's a pretty good monster. You can special summon this from the graveyard by sending one light and one dark monster from your hand to the graveyard. It's like a Dark Samorg effect, obviously. So it's a pretty good monster. Then you got free Dark Fire Dragon. What this card does is you can special summon this card from your hand by banishing one light and one dark monster from the graveyard. Once per turn, you could send one dragon type monster from your hand and one dragon type monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then you could target one card in either graveyard to banish that target. So basically, this is like a foolish burial for dragon type monsters, and it can also banish a card in either player's graveyard when you use that effect. So you can banish your own Eclipse Wyvern to get back one of your banished dragon type monsters that was banished via its effect. So it's a really good monster. It's a pretty cool monster. Then you got Red Eyes Darkness Metal. The best way to get this out is basically you use Eclipse Wyvern's effect. You normal summon it, and you can banish this. And then you can use Dark Fire Dragon's effect to banish the Eclipse Wyvern, and you can add this to your hand, and basically you go from there. What this card does is you can remove from play one face-up dragon type monster you control to special summon this card. So Eclipse Wyvern's effect would also work when it gets banished on the field, I believe, so it's pretty good. Basically, once per turn during your main phase, when this is on the field, you could special summon one dragon type monster from your hand or graveyard. So basically, you could either summon a Dark Fire Dragon or a Light Pulsar Dragon directly from your hand without banishing the light and dark attribute monster from the graveyard. So it's pretty good. Then you got Gores, Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning, Dark Arm Dragon, Chaos Sorcerer. Then you got two Triogias. Basically, when you take battle damage, you can special summon this card from your hand. And basically, you can discard one monster card from your hand and to select one monster on your opponent's field equal to the level of the monster you discarded and take control of it. And this card gains 600 attack and defense for each card in your hand. So it's a pretty good card. Really good card back in the day. Then you got Eclipse Wyvern. Basically what this card does is if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish one level 7 or higher light or dark dragon type monster from your deck. And if this card is in the graveyard is banished, you can add that monster banished by the effect to your hand. So basically, when this goes to the graveyard, you can banish like either a Dark Arm Dragon or Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. And then when you banish this from the graveyard, you can add that target to your hand. So it's pretty cool. Then you got Dimensional Alchemist. When this is on the field, you can remove from play the top card of your deck, and this card gains 500 attack until the end phase. And when this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard from your side of the field, you can select one of your remove from play monsters and return it to your hand. So basically, this is another way to add one of your resources that got banished. So it's a pretty good monster. Then you got two free Lila, which is a solar recharge target. And when this is on the field, you can switch this to defense mode to select one spell and trap card your opponent controls and destroy it. So it's a pretty good monster. So basically, it's like a Mystical Space Typhoon. Then you got free Raikou, Lightsworn Hunter. When this is flipped up, you can select one card on the field and destroy it, and then you mill the top 3 cards from your deck to the graveyard at the end after you use this effect. And then you mill the top 3 cards of your deck at the end phase when this card's on the field as well. So it's pretty good. Then you got the Tour Guide engine. You got 2 Tour Guide, Sangan, and Night Assailant. So that's your toolbox Tour Guide engine, obviously. Then you got 1 Card Trooper, 2 free Effect Veiler, and then wrap up the monsters 2 Max C. Now for the spell cards, you got free Solar Recharge, 1 charge of the Light Brigade. To add, what this does is you can discard 1 Light Swarm monster from your hand, you draw 2 cards, and you mill the top 2 cards from your deck to the graveyard. And then with this one, you mill the top 3 cards from your deck to the graveyard to add 1 level 4 or lower Light Swarm monster from your deck to your hand. Then you got 1 Lower Darkness, 1 Pot of Avarice, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Heavy Storm, and then 2 Mystical Space Typhoons to wrap up the spell cards. Now for the extra deck, you got Black Rose Dragon. For the level 3 XYZ monster, you got Wind Up Zinmanes, you got Tempo, Leviathan Dragon, Levier, the Sea Dragon, number 20 Giga Brilliant, number 30 Acid Golem. For the level 4 XYZs, you got Queen Dragon Dejin, number 39 Utopia. Then you got Maestroke, the Sympathy Dejin. Then for the level 5s, you got Wind Up Arsenals and Mayo, Adrius, Keeper of Armageddon. And then for the level 6 XYZ monsters, you got Inzektor, Extabeetle, and Photon Strike Bouncer, and then 1 Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger. So that's the retro build. Hope you all enjoy. More videos coming soon. Comment and subscribe. Later, guys.